Well, folks, friends, fellow pilgrims, I am going to attempt to get through the Old Testament. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. So pray for me in this endeavor. It's a long trip through the Old Testament, and we'll see what happens. Folks, when Thomas Jefferson was asked about the most important truth he'd ever learned, he replied, "My individual responsibility to God." Well, right from the start, the Bible thrusts us into the presence of God, of the God who made us and calls us to live rightly, to be holy. Now, the Bible isn't focused on the details of creation itself, but on the Creator. In Genesis, we're introduced to the fact and the act of God, simply declared with, "In the beginning," Genesis 1:1. Before time and space were, there was God, the Eternal One, who made everything. You see that in John 1:3. God's creation of the universe, it points to His existence and His power. Yet when we look at our lives, we often see a lack of God. The Bible tells the story of redemption, showing how God comes to us, how He dies for us, how He lives in us to fill that emptiness, that God space. The universe declares God's glory. Our universe is vast. It's complex, beyond human understanding. David, he said, the heavens declare the glory of God, Psalm 19:1. The universe is so immense, it's measured in light years, and our Milky Way galaxy alone contains billions and billions of stars. Even the smallest parts of creation, like atoms, they reveal God's intricate design. David, he marveled at the human body, saying, "I'm fearfully and wonderfully made," Psalm 139:14. The universe's design, it points to the one who made it all. The universe is not a random collection of matter. It's purposely designed by God. Dr. A. Cressy Morrison, he noted several ways Earth is perfectly suited for life. There's a tilt and a spin of it. Earth's 23.3 degree tilt and 1,000 mile per hour spin create seasons and day-night cycles essential for life. Wobble. Earth's slight wobble, it prevents extreme climates. Oceans and atmospheres, the depth of the oceans and the composition of the atmosphere are just right for life. Then there's Earth's crust. The crust thickness allows for just the right balance of oxygen. Speed and distance. Earth travels around the sun at the perfect speed and the perfect distance, ensuring we aren't too hot or too cold. The moon's distance creates tides that are crucial for life on this little planet. These precise conditions, they show God's handiwork. Just as a watch requires a maker, so does our universe. The Bible rightly says, "The fool has said in his heart, there is no God." So, let's get to the Bible. What does Genesis say, beginning with Genesis 1:1? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. In the beginning, God. The earth was without form and void. Darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. And God made the expanse. And he separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit in which there is seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night. And let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be lights in the expanse of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that, it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens. So God created the great sea creatures, and every living creature that moves with which the waters swarm, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very, very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. That is so beautiful. Only God could have inspired Moses to write that. Beautiful. Well, God bless Pilgrim. We will see if we can do this. Pray for me, and I'll read on. God bless. God bless. See you later.